3, 2, 1, go.
When we last spoke, we were talking about some of the things that may be underpinning that has contributed to the rioting of the students at Florida Gulf Coast University. Essentially, this incident was the incident that allowed students to get a lot of other things off of their chests that they have been experiencing, or think they've been experiencing anyway here at Florida Gulf Coast University. You said you had a forum, you got a chance to talk to the administration, and different organizations and individuals got a chance to express themselves. What are some of the common themes in terms of black students here at Florida Gulf Coast University have been experiencing that you guys brought out in that forum?
I would say the biggest thing that was brought out of that forum was that the students want the university to do more in terms of educating the overall campus community, whether it's professors, staff members, or other students, on the things that's going on globally, with race relations, not only on campus, but also within the nation. Because that's the biggest things for a lot of students, is that, with all the things that's been going on, and then for something like this to happen, and there's no repercussions, there's nothing that was done to the university in their eyes that addressed it. They want more of those things to happen, more of those conversations to happen, and for the university to take them a little bit more seriously, and make sure that, regardless of anything that happened throughout the past couple of weeks, that their voice is always going to be heard in any aspect of the university.
You said the president came out to your riot. I read where he stood there with you guys, and he said he wasn't a public relations guy. He came out to hear your concerns. He grew up in a segregated South. He basically has made a statement that these types of things will not be tolerated here. Let me hear from you your perspective on the president's visit to the riot.
Lee,
not a riot, the protest, right?
It was a peaceful protest. Actually, it was one of the things that has never happened on our campus before. If you ask any staff member, any professor, or anybody within the university, they will say this has been the most impactful thing that students have done on campus collectively. And having the president come out was a piece that not any other university has experienced per se, because this event, the things that transpired directly reflected off of his leadership. So him coming out and addressing the crowd, him coming out and being on the hot seat was something that we didn't expect, and it was something that needed to happen in order for us to really understand that he felt how the students were feeling.
I understand that the campus's Black Lives Matter organization was there. Name some of the other campus, the fraternities and sororities, black fraternities, sororities, the Black Student Alliance. And just all kinds of groups came together. Yeah,
it was all kinds of groups. There were the Black Student Alliance, as you mentioned. The Coalition of Black Organizational Leaders was there. Like I said, there were members of the faculty and staff. Student government was there, representing for the students, and there was a variety of different members of the community that came. And it was one of those things that a lot of different organizations came out and supported the students.
Protests at Florida Gulf Coast University around race send chills and echoes from the 60s, Berkeley and California. Not that bad, folk. Where do we go from here? What are some of the demands that the students have made to, and do you see those demands being carried out?
Some of them can be carried out. Some of them, the university may have their hands tied. But I would say the biggest things is, one, transparency, better communication amongst university and students, and making sure that there's more training, more diversity-related training, so that people understand and understand the impact of the race relations, not only on campus but also in the United States. Because that's the biggest thing that came out of all of this, was that, regardless of what's going on campus, students are feeling a certain way, and they need that support from the university, the place that's supposed to be there to help educate them for the future of tomorrow. So that's a big thing for the students.
We're talking to the president of Florida Gulf Coast University student body here. T, you are black. You of Haitian descent. As the president of the student body, you were elected by the student body at large. Black skin. Have you experienced anything that you think may have been negative towards you as a black person who's president of student government while you're at Florida Gulf Coast University?
I personally have not, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist on the campus.
It's been a pleasure having you join us here on Leaf is Live for this exclusive.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
That's part 2. We'll be right back.